Yo, Atlanta Zone, man. Got Johnny Venus, Doctor Dot. EarthGang is here. I heard, yo, and I'm surprised I got this energy to do interviews today because, I mean, y'all just came down from New Zealand. I'm hearing y'all had to quarantine. Yo, break it down, bro.
Nah, we made for this.
2 weeks of government quarantine. We left on December 15th, 2020, and we didn't do Christmas or New Year's. We was locked in.
Oh,
well, actually, we got out the night before New Year's, so that's just when we first got out. We locked in the government quarantine, soldiers everywhere. They take you straight from the airport and put you on a little bus and ramp you around to this little hotel where they got locked off. You fenced in, and you can't leave that building for 2 weeks.
Yo, is it weird, like, when you're in a whole other country experiencing, like, all this, COVID,
Honestly, the weird thing to me was I felt much more safer than I do in
Really?
America.
Hell yeah.
Because they take that shit seriously,
They take it serious, bro.
And it's respectful. Like, it's not like in America, when niggas started taking shit seriously, niggas started calling the National Guard and getting the government to do shit and the army to do shit. Like, it just be weird.
Yeah, out there, society just agrees.
Yeah, it's like we get it. The army is here to help us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the army is here to fuck with us. You know, so
it's a lot more respect in that country. But that's actually the real.
I felt safe, bro. They was cool. They were respectful. The nurses was cool. Everybody was cool.
Even here when they first was talking about shutting down, so many people switched their conspiracy minds on so quick. They're like, oh, they trying to make.
They trying to do this. You can't trust them.
Yeah, so everybody got so frazzled that everybody just went their own way with how they treated COVID, and that's why we got the most cases in the world in America. Over there, they just agreed, okay, well, let's sit down for a couple weeks, and they did. So everybody who's come there since has just had to do that, and then just like wait your time, then jump in the pool with everybody on. It's like, yeah, we here. Like, just wait a little bit, come on in, like.
That's so wild, bro. I'm really intrigued by this because, I think you're the first guys I've talked to that are like, you guys just came there from doing a show, right?
Yeah.
15,000.
Get the hell out. So New Zealand is open. Like,
yes.
Proud, sir. Festival, sir.
It's open, bro.
Wow.
Open.
That's trippy as hell.
He was in the club New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
That
was the day we got out, New Year's Eve. That was our first day out of that 2-week quarantine. First time we was around people, and we was down there watching the Sky Tower fireworks in the middle of Auckland, New Zealand. People hugging and throwing up stuff, and I ain't like, yo, this is crazy. There's nothing like this back home.
That's insane, yo. Because I was like, I would assume that everything like overseas is a lot more tighter and more strict. So that's wild that you guys out here doing your thing and getting back.
In different countries, but in New Zealand they have like little to no cases. Like they haven't had a new case in months.
Get the hell off, bro.
Yeah, because they shut down early.
Damn, so that's the key. So now, if the U.S. can follow suit, we can get back to doing our festival.
If we can try
out here, at least try. It's so crazy because I feel like you can't keep people out the house. We're talking about the Super Bowl being in Tampa, Atlanta's doing anything, everybody partying out there. It's insane. But listen, man, EarthGang's here. The Option single is phenomenal, man. You got Wale on there. Man, just tell me how's this single feel, bro? Like, this is like the first, I feel like, the single that radio is really embracing, and you guys have been doing this for a while. So to finally have that record that is, reaching out to the masses, it's got to feel good.
Nice. It's cool, man. First and foremost, we want to say thank you to Wale, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, since we was in high school and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really been paving the way and, like, really been rocking and, like, inspired. He just inspired us so much on, like, how he makes his moves, you know what I'm saying? He got songs with Gaga, he got Jerry Seinfeld, you know what I'm saying? He put on for DC, he signed to Maybach Music, you know what I'm saying? It's just like he really touching with the people in the culture. So like, so you want to shout out to him for all that, give him the flowers while he here. And like we said, like it's good to have people like, okay, like we really love this record, we love everything y'all do, you know what I'm saying? But this record right here, like, you know what I'm saying, it's fun, it's cool, we can play it over and over and over, we can rock with it, and it's like, yeah, that's dope. People need stuff like that just as much as they need stuff like our Spillage Village project. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which we dropped last year. Kind of like a more insular sound, to where people get a little more contemplative on who they are and life purpose, all that other type of stuff that we was dealing with. Some folks still dealing with in quarantine. You know what I'm saying? But you still need that other side where people are able to have fun and enjoy life and really kick it. Gotta have that balance.
Also with the options video, I want to say y'all guys are like fans of like Robot Chicken, because that I definitely was
I
getting
love
those
Robot
vibes
Chicken, dog.
with the video.
Robot Chicken go crazy. You know what I'm saying? We from Atlanta, so we on that Adult Swim. You know what I'm saying?
William
Full
Street.
time.
We grew up looking at the William Street building.
Yeah.
Like just drive through the city, bro.
Full time. So like, yeah, we on the Robot Chicken. Stupid, funny, great show. You know what I'm saying? So like,
shout out to Seth Green.
Yeah. And
That's
shout out
dope.
to the directors for the option video for even just thinking and taking it that place.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing treatment, bro. I haven't seen nothing like that. Like I said, I feel like I was watching an episode of that Adult Swim. So that was real cool. So tell me too, man, how's it feel to like now be a 3-time Grammy nominated EarthGang? You know what I mean? Like you guys are, getting this nominated for the record from the Queen and Slim soundtrack. Just what was it like just getting the news that you guys are now Grammy nominated artists again?
Yeah, no, it's really dope. But I think the doper thing about it is that we solidified the fan base first. You know what I'm saying? We got our loyal people who rock with us first before we start getting the looks and like the accolades and those things. So like, I think that's really important and really beautiful about our trajectory and our journey. It's like we done did the countrywide tours.
We did a lot of groundwork, a lot of like hand-to-hand, a lot of like eye-to-eye contact with each and every fan. You know what I'm saying? Like campaigning almost.
And then these things come secondary. You know what I'm saying? They help further, like, you know what I'm saying, tip the hat to everything that we've been doing, and we appreciate that. But like, you know what I'm saying, first and foremost is like, what's our impact on our fans, or our impact on our supporters, and then let that translate into all these other arenas, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys, really put on, like, not only for music, but also within the community. Now you guys were actively working with Stacey Abrams. You had Mayor Keisha Lance over there in Atlanta. I mean, you helped turn the state blue. Tell me, what's that feeling like, man? That's a huge, like, especially.
It's electrifying, bro. It's a really electrifying feeling. Growing up in Atlanta your whole life, we always knew Atlanta to be like a real black city. My mom would call it a black city in a sea of red. And it really was, like, you know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you leave the borders of Atlanta, which there are no actual borders, as soon as you leave, like, the city limits, you are in a very, 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 very red, very clan-populated, very old way of thinking in this state. So to see the state, you know what I'm saying, to see people come out, and I think a lot of what turned Georgia blue is us just getting up and voting, like, in record numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen, I remember riding around on one day's vote, and I was seeing, like, all type of people from every walks of life and every pose and every hood, but I was like, yo, and then we opened up the State Farm Arena to vote, you know what I'm saying? So like, we had like, we made the access as easy as it's ever been. And then that just brought out a voice of truth that has been here that was not being heard.
We got Johnny Venus and Dot here, EarthGang. Man, I gotta ask too, because you guys being overseas, when what happened last week, went down over at the Capitol. I mean, first off, I want to get your guys' take on it, along with like, being in a whole different country and them getting the news as well. Like, how did they have a perception of
it? They were sorry for this.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. Everybody was just like,
everyone was like, "Oh, you're American? Oh no, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, like it's crazy what's going on. Like, so you get a real perspective on, like, a look in to see, it's like, oh, y'all really wilding over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's really no cause for this. And for us to be in a place like New Zealand where it's like peaceful, people working together, it ain't perfect, but people working together, you know what I'm saying, to get through this COVID thing and to really have the best leadership, the best representation that's gonna put the people first. Free healthcare, you know what I'm saying? Like, free college, like, everybody taking care of each other, and to see some Americans, you know what I'm saying, just go to certain lengths over such trivial things. It's like, oh, this is really, these are really people who have really mental illness, for real. Like, we like to talk about mental illness,
but it's nationwide over here.
It's real. That's
contagious way before Corona.
that's real mental illness. Like, a lot of people in America suffer from real mental illness where they can't understand that somebody who don't look like them should have the same freedoms, the same equality, the same opportunities as they have, and to where it's not all of me. What about me? What I'm gonna get out of this my mentality? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's ours, not theirs. Like, there's just a real mental illness. Like, we came from a country where we seen what community looked like, where we seen what people who trusted each other look like, people who trust their government.
And the benefits of trust.
Yeah, the benefit of trust in your government and we see what it look like. People
But
outside.
a benefit of having a government that you feel like you can trust too. Cause like it's reasons why we don't trust our government. You know what I'm saying? Like
you have people.
And coincidentally, I don't know if it make a difference, but they do have a female like head of state too. Like prime minister is a woman. I don't know I don't know how much that helps them, but it seems like it's helping.
But and you know, you have people in those positions who make those decisions that you feel like you can rock with. These are smart decisions. You know what I'm saying? It's like no ego dripping into this. There's no personal bias. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not promoting a drug that I have invested in. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's none of that. I want our country to survive, and I want our people to live and thrive through this. That's it. Bottom line. And I feel a lot of times with the politicians we got, it's always some ulterior motive. So it's like
you can't even trust.
Yeah. So it's crazy to kind of come back, or even just see that from thousands of miles away. It's like, yo, we really not crazy. Like it really looked like that, you know.
Yeah, it's so wild, man. And you guys, you know, put it in perspective like that, like, yeah, it's a trippy situation we're in, and I honestly just can't wait. I mean, for, you know, the new administration to move in. Hopefully, you know, there's brighter days ahead coming for the rest of the year and beyond. So
I agree.
So, you know, you guys being out there and quarantined up, did you guys like, I know you guys are gamers. Are you guys like, you know, did y'all have like a PlayStation on deck, an Xbox on deck to keep
I play a little bit of Madden, a little bit of Fortnite, but that will drive you crazy too, bro. Like you just go crazy being in that room, bro.
Really? Yeah, like so what is it you can do?
Describe this room. Is it like being like
in a hotel room?
It's a hotel room.
It's okay.
Like it's like a standard like one bedroom hotel room.
King size bed, bathroom,
you're there in the bed, one
little desk. You know what I'm saying?
Little desk. But you just
it was good views. The views was fine. The windows was floor to ceilings.
I want to say my view went that crazy. I guess it's alright.
I had the floor to ceiling windows. I could see mountains. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see planes taking off. I could see the moon. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really thankful for that. I couldn't have had none of those small windows for 2 weeks. Now I really would have lost it. I was able to kind of look out the window and really like see and really like think about it. I'm out of here. 10 more days, I'm out of here.
We just count down.
10 more days, I'm out of here. You know?
And then they'll come up, like the officer will come up and be like, okay, y'all ready to go outside? Or they'll actually call your phone in your room first, like, okay, hey, y'all get up, y'all got your hour of yard time, y'all ready? And it's like, they come up and get you, and you go get your little time to breathe for a little while. But mind you still gotta keep your mask on, and you are in a fenced-in and gated little area. But then you go back upstairs and go to your room.
Wow, man, that's crazy. Did it help inspire some new music? I mean, I'm assuming you guys are working on a new project, like for yourselves. I know Village came out back in September, but you know the new project is on the way. So did that, you know, being cooped up, like, did it create, you know, did the creativity, like, did it build it a little bit more?
Before we left, we did a lot of building into this new album, and I know when we got over there, we did a lot of like plotting and landscaping on how we gonna like not only finish and polish off the album, but how we gonna run the whole next campaign of our careers. You know what I'm saying? So we did a lot of campaign planning.
I know I tried to like do some creative work, but I couldn't, bro. Like other than that, thinking about stuff, like I really didn't do no writing, no producing. Like I was just like, you know, let me just rest. Let me just try not doing nothing for a second and see how that worked, you know.
I got on a lot of people's Twitch streams.
Yeah? That's dope. We gotta exchange Twitch information too, man. Whatever.
Ours is EarthGang SB, but we'll get it to you.
We got to rock too. We got to rock on the sticks one day too, man. So Madden 2K, Duty. So I'm with it. I'm gonna give you my handle and all that too when we done. So you know, working on this project. I mean, you guys have worked with, you know, some greats, bro. Like, you know, Young Thug, you got Snoop, I mean, Gorillas, I mean, you name it. For this project, is there anybody that, I know you probably can't give too much, you gotta keep a couple in the bag, but is there some people that you're looking forward to working with somewhere down the line in the future?
I mean, like you said, we've already done collabs with Young Thug. We got other records in the vault, you know what I'm saying, may end up on the project. You know what I'm saying, reaching out with people like Snoop, it's really just.
I want to work with Brent at some point.
Yeah, Brent Fayez.
We go crazy with Brent, right? We want to do something with Brent. I want to do something with Maxo. We actually kicked it with Maxo out at the little Jay-Z brunch last year. Or actually earlier, yeah, it was last year. That was our first time like chopping up with him. He's a real solid dude. His last album was amazing. It's a lot of people. We just tapped in with Turbo recently.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all turning up.
Yeah, man.
You got a name for the project yet?
Yes.
G14 Classified, huh?
That's the name. You just said it.
That's the name right there, to say less. My guys, I appreciate y'all taking the time out, man. Welcome back home, and I'm looking forward to the new album. Options is a single. Wale, the video's out now. And EarthGang, bro. Keep going up, bro.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Sure.